What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. So this is a follow-up video to my 15 biggest mistakes I made during the weight loss process. In this video, I'm going to get into the lessons that I extracted from those mistakes that I made during my journey. So honor my mistakes, honor the pain that this wisdom comes from by hitting the like button right now. Let's try to get this video. I really think we can hit 3,000 likes. Guys, hit the like button for me right now. I appreciate you guys in advance. All right, so let's jump right into it. The first lesson that I learned is that in failure, in all the mistakes, there is a lesson. There is a gem there every single time. And you have to extract it. I had to be intentional about learning from all of my mistakes. And you do that by paying attention. You really reflect. When you find yourself in a situation where you go off course or you quote unquote fail or you quote unquote make a mistake, reflect. Whether that's through journaling, whether it's just you sitting down and thinking about it. Like, okay, what happened? What decision did I make? What emotional state was I in? What triggered me to overeat? What inspired me to skip the gym all week? Like, what was it? Right? And with this information, you can strategize going forward, right? So be intentional about extracting the wisdom, the lessons, the guidance from all of your mistakes, from all of the failures in the weight loss process. The second lesson that I learned from my failures is that I needed support. I don't know if it was ego or what it was, but I tried to do everything by myself. I had a coach for maybe the first month and it was helping, and then I kind of just dropped off. I needed the support. I needed the guidance. I needed the accountability. I needed the community. I needed people around me because I was isolated with all the things that I was struggling with. And when I did finally tap into a community, when I did get the support that I needed, it made everything so much easier. And right now I'm taking on online coaching clients. If you are looking to work with me one-on-one, go to brixtraining.com, fill out the brief questionnaire and sign up for a discovery call. I'd love to be a part of your journey. So the third lesson that I learned from my failures is to set realistic goals. I had these crazy over the top, man, I'm gonna have a six-pack in 12 months, and I was 360 pounds at the time. Like, no, it doesn't happen that way. Start off by setting yourself up for success. When you're able to reach a goal, right? If you start off small and you create these attainable goals, you can create momentum. So instead of thinking big picture all the time, oh, I want to lose 150 pounds, say, hey, you know what? My goal this week is to get to the gym 3 times. That's it. Set that goal, check it off, gain the confidence points, set another goal. My goal this week is to walk 15 miles. Set that goal, achieve it, check it off, gain the confidence points. And as you go, you can slowly start to achieve bigger and bigger and bigger goals. But if you take it in bite sizes, this will set you up for success. It's definitely a lesson that I learned. I used to feel very disappointed when I didn't reach these big goals that I set. Like, no, don't try to lose 5 pounds a week. Don't try to lose 30 pounds a month. Try to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. Set yourself up for success. It's a big lesson that I learned. The fourth lesson that I learned, the scale is terrible for your mental health if you don't understand it. And most of us, we don't understand the scale. The scale would control me emotionally. Most of my motivation depended on that scale, and that was a big mistake because the scale is unpredictable. The scale is not the best way to monitor your progress. The scale is very temperamental. You could be doing everything quote unquote right. One week you may lose 6 pounds and the next week you may lose 1 pound. So take your power away from the scale. If you're gonna use the scale, use it correctly and use it understanding. The numbers don't always make sense. Sometimes it's water weight. Sometimes it's muscle that you're putting on. So there's so many factors there. So my advice to you is use measurements instead of the scale, because the scale, man, it's all over the place and it will mess you up mentally. I'm pretty sure you can relate. If you can relate, put it in the comment section below, because I'm sure it's not just me who dealt with the emotional all over the placeness because of the scale. The fifth lesson that I learned is that I have to be kind and patient with myself during the weight loss process. We are trying to break spells. A lot of us are addicted to these foods. A lot of us have been eating this way for 30 years. And understand that undoing that is such an intense process. Any sort of personal growth is a messy process. So with that being true in all areas of growth, you have to learn to be patient and kind with yourself. You cannot allow the negative voice in your head to take over, because it will. You have to just give yourself grace, honor the process, and keep getting up every time you fall. That is the key to this. If I had to simplify weight loss, it's all about just keeping it moving. Anytime you mess up, anytime things are not going as planned, just keep it moving. Have a short-term memory. It's super duper important to have a short-term memory because shit is gonna happen. It's inevitable, right? So with that being said, why would you let something that you know is guaranteed stop you? Just keep it moving. patience with yourself and just practice it. Be aware when you are noticing the negative thoughts. Be aware when you find your motivation waning because of the scale. Be aware when you eat something and you have guilt coming up and you have shame coming up, or you allow your family member who is intimidated by your efforts to lose weight, you let what they say control your emotions. Be aware of that. You got to have self-awareness, because if you don't understand what's going on in your head and in your heart, you're going to be at a disadvantage. Detach yourself from these emotions. Detach yourself from these thoughts. A big lesson, a big tool that has helped me with that is mindfulness, meditation, journaling, these sort of things. It allows me to put some space in between me and the thoughts and the emotions, even if I feel negative emotions. You got to try your best to keep a positive outlook. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people who are pouring into you, who are speaking life into you. If you're around people who are talking shit because you're trying to lose weight, that's not going to support you. Get out of that atmosphere. Get out of that environment. That's not going to support you. Another game-changing lesson that I learned from my failures is that I needed therapy. My relationship with food was very toxic. It was because I had a toxic relationship with myself, and I was using food as a numbing mechanism. I was using food to fill emotional voids. So I definitely learned through my weight loss process that I needed to heal emotionally. I needed to heal psychologically. I had a lot of trauma, and food was something that I abused. So if you have the resources, connect with a therapist. It will change your relationship with food. It will change your life. Don't let the stigma, people talk shit about people who go to therapy. Listen, it is normal. This is 2023. We all need healing. We all need therapy. All right, squad, hopefully that was helpful. If you have video suggestions, put them down in the comment section below. And as always, remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.